Merry Christmas! Today's video is totally different than my usual video that I do showing you how to make a recipe in my kitchen. I thought because today's Christmas and it's almost the end of 2013, I would do a year in review video where I talk about all the incredible things that have happened in 2013 and all of my favorite recipes that I've posted. This was a crazy year for me, not just for me personally, but also for Handle the Heat. I actually celebrated my 4-year blogging anniversary this year, and I can't even tell you, when I first started blogging in 2009, I would have never guessed that it would soon lead to me publishing a cookbook or this becoming my full-time job. And those are two things that have happened in 2013 that I'm so thankful for and so proud of and so happy about. When my book came out, I wrote a cookbook back in May, if you didn't know. It was such a crazy experience. It took months of work. I literally made hundreds of batches of cookies and ice cream. I was on the computer for hours and hours, and I was doing this all while I was finishing my bachelor's degree and going to culinary school. In 2013, I also graduated culinary school. I finished back in the spring, and soon after that, I quit my retail job that I had been working all through college to pursue blogging and writing about food and developing recipes and photographing food as a full-time job. And since then, I can't even tell you how happy I've been. It's a dream come true, and it's all thanks to you guys, to everyone who watches my videos, who subscribes to my channel, who subscribes to my blog, who tweets me, who comments, all of you who message me on Facebook, who email me. You guys, seriously, you have no idea how much that all means to me. When someone tells me that they've made one of my recipes and it turned out great and their family loved it, or they used one of my recipes to help celebrate a birthday or a holiday, I feel like I'm in your house. I'm right next to you, cooking or baking with you, and it gives me so much just joy to know that I've helped you guys have great food and make great recipes and hopefully enjoy yourself in the process. I got to travel all across the United States. Some of it was for blogging related things. I went on a few blogging trips, a few press trips, and then I also visited my boyfriend Jared on tour. He's a musician, and so I got to go to almost 10 different states in the United States this year, which was crazy. I had no idea that was gonna happen at the beginning of the year. Speaking of my boyfriend Jared, we also celebrated our 5-year anniversary back in March, so we're almost at 6 years now. Now that I'm all done with school, I'm looking forward and I can't wait for 2014. In 2014, I wanna know what you guys want. What kind of videos do you want? What kind of recipes do you want? What kind of posts do you want? I've already received a few different requests on my Facebook page. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you want to see from me in 2014. You can ask anything you want, any type of post, any type of recipe, any type of video, and I'll make it happen for you guys. Okay, so I have a list here of the top 10 recipes of 2013. And these are the recipes that were the most popular, that received the most hits, the most traffic throughout the year. And actually, quite a few of them I didn't even publish in 2013. Even one of them I think is as old as 2009 or 2010. And those are the recipes that have really just kind of went viral online. For whatever reason, you guys seem to love them and people constantly keep coming back to them. So number 10, the 10 most popular recipe of 2013 was how to roast chicken thighs. How to pan roast chicken thighs, I think it was. And this recipe, I actually recently retook some photos for this recipe, I think about a year ago, because it was quite an old post and the original photos were hideous. If I go back and look at my first year or two of food photography, I just cringe because all of the photos are horrendous. They look disgusting, and I don't know why, but all the images are really small. Like, I took really small pictures or cropped them really small, and so you can barely even see the food. I don't know why I did that, but hopefully my photography, you guys think, has improved over the years. The 9th most popular post of 2013 was my ultimate guide to chocolate chip cookies part 2. Now part 2, I delved into some different variations of chocolate chip cookies, and you guys seem to love it because part 1 was actually even further down the list. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, my 8th most popular recipe were creme brulee cheesecake bars. And these I just made on a whim because I had just bought a kitchen torch from Sur La Table, and I was like, I gotta use this. What do I need to use this for? I just need to find something. Number 7 is a recipe that I love because I love bread, and that is for copycat or like homemade Texas Roadhouse bread rolls with that amazing cinnamon butter. And I included step-by-step photos with that recipe because I think making homemade bread can intimidate a lot of people, and it sounds really complicated and difficult, and it's actually not that hard at all. And so it looks like you guys really enjoyed that recipe, and it was delicious. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go look at that. Number 6 was my s'mores stuffed pizza cookies, and these are, it's kind of like cookie dough and then s'mores fillings and then another layer of cookie dough, all baked in a little Pizookie tin. Okay, so number 5 was another stuffed dessert recipe, and that one was chocolate stuffed red velvet cupcakes. And these ones are just simple red velvet cupcakes with like a chocolate truffle baked on the inside, and it gets all melty and ooey and gooey and delicious. And that recipe I posted, I don't know, maybe a year or 2 ago, and it's still one of the most popular posts to this day. And the same goes for number 4. Number 4 is my layered zucchini parmesan. And I posted this recipe years ago, like a very long time ago, and for some reason it's still the most popular. Okay, number 3, another s'mores themed recipe. Number 3 is my s'mores fudge bars. And these I actually posted recently. So whenever I post something recently that ends up being one of my top 10 recipes of the whole year out of everything I've ever posted, I know that it's a winner. It's a winner recipe. Number 2 are my cookies and cream cheesecake cupcakes. And this recipe has been in my top 10 for years, ever since I posted it. It's actually been number 1 for almost 3 years, I wanna say. And this is the first year that it went down to number 2. And this recipe, they are cheesecakes baked in a cupcake tin, and each cheesecake has a whole Oreo on the bottom, and then the cheesecake filling has more crushed Oreos on the inside. The number 1 most popular post on Handle the Heat in 2013, can you guess what it was? It was my ultimate guide to chocolate chip cookies part 1. This is the post, if you haven't seen it, you have to go check it out. This is the post where I took a bunch of different batches of chocolate chip cookies to figure out how baking soda or baking powder or using more or less flour or granulated sugar or brown sugar can make different types of chocolate chip cookies. I know that some people prefer cakey cookies or crisp cookies or chewy or whatever you prefer. I kind of narrowed it all down by ingredient and by technique to figure out what made a cookie crispy, what made a cookie chewy, so that you can make your ultimate version of chocolate chip cookies. Because I know a lot of people, I get a lot of emails from people saying that they made chocolate chip cookies and they burned on the bottom, or they turned out like puddles, or they turned out like they never even spread at all and they're just like little rocks of cookie dough. And so I wanted to show you guys exactly the science behind chocolate chip cookies so that you could go into your kitchen kind of empowered with that information and make the best chocolate chip cookies, your version of the best chocolate chip cookies possible. If you'd like to see all the links and photos to all of these recipes that I've talked about today, and if you'd like to see all of my personal favorite recipes of 2013, then go ahead and click the link below. As we look to 2014, please, please, please let me know what you would like to see. Leave me a comment, tweet me, Facebook message me, email me, whatever you like, and I'll make that happen. I want to thank you guys again for watching, for subscribing, for being a reader of my blog, because you guys have made some of my dreams come true. You've made it so that I could do this for a living, and I love what I do, and I feel so lucky, and it's all thanks to you guys. So a big thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the best readers in the whole world, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas and a great new year. And I'll see you guys soon next Wednesday with another food video. Bye. Everyone say hi to Chewy. Christmas is actually his birthday, so he turns 2 today. Oh, he's not really a puppy anymore, but he still acts like one. Say hi, happy birthday.